What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the NarikChase channel. I'm your boy NarikChase, and in this video we're going to be reviewing John Wick Chapter 4. Now, in the fourth entry in the series, we're following John, who's going to war against the High Table, who left her for dead. What you expect from a John Wick film. Really good action, brutal deaths. Keanu Reeves doing his thing. I do feel that as the movies have progressed and he has gotten a little older, some of the action sequences was a little bit slower. I'm not against that. That's what time does to everybody. Donnie Yen is in the film. He is good. He's doing his thing. Hiroyuki Sanada's in the film. He's good. I like him as an actor. I like him as action. I think he does really good job as both, and I think that his character does contribute a lot to this film. And I love that there's this camaraderie with Wick as well as Donnie Yen's character. There is history there, and I think that actually is good for forming the core of the story, which I will say I don't think the other films had in that same capacity. The performances overall are really good. You know, that Skarsgård,
you're supposed to say 3.
He's good as a bad guy. Go figure. Mr. Nobody, who I thought was actually a really interesting character, and I do want to see more from him. Again, great action sequences, memorable action sequence. The fight sequence in the house was like a shootout. It was really good too. Basically, just if you want action, this film definitely has it. And ultimately, I believe the way that this film leaves off, even though it has been confirmed that they're going to be making another film, is that this will make a good conclusion to the John Wick series. As much as I rag on the action, I think it's really cool. They're not really breaking new ground with some of it. It isn't like we're watching a Mission Impossible where just the stunts just keep getting crazier and crazier. They're entertaining, but they're very contained and very reserved, and not really as over the top as, say, Fast and Furious or Hobbs and Shaw and stuff like that. Just still a good action. There is one scene where he's going after one of the high-ranking, and it feels very empty, because you would think that since this guy is just like, okay, he is like the leader or whatever, he would have to fight an army. Which essentially he does fight an army later on to fight a different guy, but it's like you will see that same energy during this sequence too. You wouldn't just basically just shoot 3 guys and then just go to talk to this guy. So I wish that could have been done better, or at least if that was the case, then those two would have actually fought. Like, he would be a seasoned assassin as well, so that would have been really cool as well. Now, my biggest problem that I have with this movie is Donnie Yen. Like Donnie Yen, I think he's good with the fight sequences. I've enjoyed his films. The problem is I feel like he leans way too much into the type of characters that he plays in other movies. Specifically, that blind guy from the Rogue One Star Wars film.
I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Back in the day when you had the blind swordsman, it's unbelievable but fine. They did a lot of mystical stuff with swords and stuff, so that makes sense, even though it doesn't make sense. But even now, I'm like, he's blind. Why does he have to be blind? Now, they do one scene where they show how he compensates for being blind. And there are some moments where they try to make it seem like, okay, he's not as accurate as he could be. So if he's shooting at somebody, sometimes he'll shoot their way and not necessarily hit them, but you know, he knows that they're that way, so he'll shoot towards that way. So I appreciated that they did do that. But still, I felt like Donnie Yen either went for a different type of character that he normally would play, or they maybe made him blind in one eye or something like that, or made it to where he's got cataracts or something, or he's losing his sight, but he can still somewhat see. Like, I wish they would have did it like that. John Wick Chapter 4 was actually a really entertaining film. I enjoyed the movie. I actually thought, you know, this was actually a really good film. It was really entertaining. One of the best action films that came out this year. I'm on the fence about the sequel, because I'm like, okay, sometimes it's good to expand on something if the story demands it. And so far, the John Wick films have done a good job of staying to a consistent story. But that should not be a reason for a John Wick 5. Like, what's the next one? Ballerina? Okay, fine. But we don't need another John Wick film. Having said that, I really enjoyed this film. John Wick Chapter 4 deserves 4 out of 5. Anyways, guys, in the comment section below, let me know, did you see John Wick 4? Rank the films. Which one do you like the most, and which one do you like the least? And be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what we got going on this channel. And we'll definitely catch you guys later.